thumb up. Put your thumb up and you can tell me how many dots you see all together. How many do you see, honey? 9. How many do you see? 9. How many do you see? 9. Okay, does everybody see 9?
Yes.
Nobody sees anything different? No? Okay, well let's figure out, how did we figure out it was 9? Because some of you got your thumbs up really quickly. How did you know there were 9?
5 and then 4 more.
What's your name?
Nevada.
Nevaeh, tell me what you mean by 5 and 4 more. What'd you do?
I said 5 and I counted up.
Oh, have you guys counted up before?
Yeah.
Can you show me where you see 5? Did you have to count that?
No.
You did it? Did you guys just know that that was 5?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So Nevaeh said 5, and then show us what you did next. You can touch.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, okay. So Nevaeh said 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So she counted on or counted up to figure out the answer. Did anybody do it a different way? Anybody figure out there were 9 in a different way? Or see 9 in a different way? You got it way back there? No? Changed your mind? What about you, sweetie?
You can just count the dots.
Oh, well, show me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Awesome. Anybody else find it out in a different way? What did you do?
You can remember the number.
You can remember the numbers? Okay, so what do you mean by that? How did you know there were 9 by remembering the numbers?
You think and you thought it. You know it's 9.
You know it's 9, so you just knew it was 9? Or did you count to figure out it was 9? You counted. Did you count them all like, what was your name?
Tiana.
Kiana, did you count them all? Tiana, I'm sorry, Tiana. Or did you count on, like, Nevaeh? You counted on? How did you count on?
I started 5 and counted on 4.
Okay, so I'm going to show that on a number line for us. If we started at 5 and then we counted 6, 7, 8, 9, we did our 4 steps. 6, 7, 8, and then we ended up with 9. I'm wondering something. I'm wondering why Nevaeh, and what was your name? Roy, both said they started with 9 to count on. Talk to your partner for a second. Why would they start with 5 to count on to get 9? What do you think? You agree with what she said? All right, come back with me, guys. Talk to me. Who can tell me why Nevaeh and Roy, besides Nevaeh and Roy, who can tell me why they would start with 5? What do you think?
Because it's a bigger number.
Oh, what's your name?
Wakefield.
Wakefield says because it's a bigger number. Is that what some of you talked about with your partner? That you started with a bigger number? Let me ask you all a question. Can you start with 4?
Yes.
You can't. Some say no, some say yes. Can we start with 4 and count
Yes.
on? We can. Let's try it. Ready? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we could start with 4 on our number line, but why are we starting with 5? Who can tell me why we're starting with 5 instead? Because it's the bigger number, okay. But why? It's the bigger number, but it takes what?
Because it's greater.
It is a greater number, you're right. How many steps am I having to take? 4 here. How many steps am I having to take here? 5. So which one's quicker?
5.
Right, if I start with 5 and I only have to take 4 steps, it makes it a little quicker to get to the answer, doesn't it? So we can start with either one, but when we start with the bigger number, it makes it a little quicker. Let's try another one. Are you ready? All right, here we go. And you know how many there are. Put your thumb up. Awesome. Okay, here's what I want you to do before you share your answers. I want you to talk to that partner again, but I want you to talk about 2 things. You ready? 1, what's the answer? How many are there? And number 2, how did you figure it out? So talk to your partner. Go.
I saw 4 and 3 more, and then
All right, come back with me. Let's talk about this. First of all, thumb up if you can tell me how many there are. Thumb up if you can tell me how many there are. How many do you see, hon?
7.
7. Does everybody agree with 7?
Yes.
Or do you have a different answer? We all agree with 7? Awesome. So tell me your name.
Cole.
Cole, how did you know there were 7?
I counted 4 and then counted 3 off.
Okay, so can you show me? Show me how you counted. You can get a kind of sit up or stand up and show us how you counted.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Awesome. So Cole counted all the dots, right? Kind of like Tiana did. Tiana, right? Did earlier. She counted all the dots, and so did Cole. Did anybody find out there were 7 in a different way? Without counting all the dots? What did you see? Okay, so did you have to count 4, or did you know there were 4? Okay, anything else? What's your name? Diana also counted on, didn't you? She started with 4, 5, 6, 7. I want you to talk to your partner for a second. Why do you think Diana started with the 4? Why did she start with 4? All right, turn back with me. Let's see if we can figure out why Diana wanted to start with 4. Why do we think Diana wanted to start with 4? Why do you think? Okay, so it's the bigger number. We talked about that earlier, but why did we want to start with the bigger number? Do you guys know why we want to start with the bigger number? What about you?
Because it's faster.
Oh, it's faster. Do y'all think it's faster?
Yeah.
Yeah, I take less steps on the number line, don't I? I only have to take 3 steps when I start with 4. Can I start with 3?
Yes.
Sure I can, but it just takes more steps. So we want to do it quickly, right? All right, so keep looking at this for a second. Did anybody figure out that there were 7 in a different way besides counting them all or counting on? What'd you see, honey?
I just think in my head,
Okay, what'd you think about in your head?
because I just count 2, 3, then I just go, and I just count up with my fingers.
Okay, so you used your fingers, like you made the numbers with your fingers, 4 and 3, and you counted those. Okay. Did anybody figure out there were 7 in a different way? What about you, hon?
I saw 2 and then I saw 2 like 4 here and then I saw 4 and then I saw 2 more with it and I saw 1 more.
Oh, so show us what you mean. Where do you see 4?
I mean these together and I see 1 more.
Okay, so how many is this together that you're saying, that you're circling here?
6.
6. So what's your name again? I know you already told me.
Now,
Nevaeh. Nevaeh said, I can see 6 and 1. Does 6 and 1 make 7?
yeah.
Yeah, so she put her 4 and 2 together and made 7. Or 4 and 2 to make 6, and then 1 more made 7. Anything else that you can tell me about how you made 7, or another way that you can make 7 by looking at this? What about you, hon?
You can think in your head.
Yeah, you could think in your head. Did you think by counting? Is that what you're thinking? Like you did? You kind of thought in your head too? All right, let's do one more that our timer went off. Let's try this one. Are you ready? Thumb up when you know the answer. Tell me what you see. You see 8? How many do you see? 8. Does everybody agree that it's 8?
Yeah.
Awesome. So who wants to tell me what they were thinking? How do you know that there's 8? Put your thumb up if you want to tell me how you knew that there were 8. Do you want to tell me in the back, how do you know there's 8?
Just said 8.
You just said 8? What do you mean you just said 8?
I was counting them and then when I saw 3 more, I said 8.
Oh, so come up and tell me, what do you mean you saw 3 more? What do you see over here on this side?
I said 5 and then 8.
Oh, so did you just go 5 and 3 or 8? Or did you have to count 5, 6, 7, 8?
5 and 3 and 8.
Oh, okay. So what's your name?
Yeah.
Leo. Leo said, I just know 5 and 3 make 8. So he didn't have to count. Did you know this was 5, Leo?
Yes.
Yeah, because you just knew that was 5 and we knew this was 3. Did anybody figure out in a different way that this was 8? I'm gonna talk to almost everybody. What about you? How'd you know it was 8?
I started with 5 and counted in one.
Okay, so you said 5, 6, 7, 8. So Leo just looked 5 and 3 or 8. You said 5, 6, 7, 8. Who did it a different way to get 8, to figure out there were 8? What about you, Tim?
I just know it was 8
How'd you just know it?
because 5 and 3 makes 8.
5 and 3 makes 8. You just know that? Awesome.
Because I can just do it.
Oh, so you kind of use your fingers to represent the 5 and the 3. Awesome. What about you, hon?
I knew 5 and 2 and 1 more makes 8.
Okay, so you saw 5 and 2. So how much is 5 and 2?
7.
7, and then 1 more is 8. Were these the 2 you thought? 5 and 2 are 7, and that 1 more is 8? All right, you guys did some great thinking. You thought about your counting on, you counted all. Some of you put them together in different ways, like broke the 3 apart and made 2 and 1. Both of you did that on the last 2 problems. And we also talked about why we start with the bigger number. Who can tell me one more time? Actually, talk to your partner one more time. Tell them why we start with the bigger number when we count on.
Because it's faster. Because it's
All right, so spin back around with me. On the count of 3, I want you to tell me why we start with the bigger number. Ready? 1, 2, 3. It's quicker, faster. That's right. We start with that bigger number to get our answer a little quicker. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much for doing a number talk with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day.